Ryan, what was it like playing 4 rounds again?
It was nice. I'm going to take away more positives than negatives this week. I just really struggled on the greens. I think anybody who plays here often knows the challenge on these greens, and it got me this week. But a lot of positives, tee to green, and we'll take that to the next week.
What about the support you received?
It was great. I was getting a little frustrated on the course, but I heard a lot of go greens out there and a lot of people cheering for me, being a home stater, and I think it's a great event, and I'm hoping we start a little tradition here.
Is there any relief to making the cut and playing the weekend, especially in your home state?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a relief. I think I started pressing a little too hard out there. Wanting to perform for everybody, but I hit a lot of good golf shots, so.
Is it almost more pressure to have so much support? That people are rooting you on and living and dying for your shot?
A little bit, yeah. It's a little bit, but I'm a pro. I'm supposed to be able to handle that, so I think it's good for me. It's good to get in those situations, and it's good to feel the nerves because they're unavoidable. So.
What about the putting? What do you do about that? Is it just the week? Is it?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think you have to understand that it's challenging around here, especially on the Poana. But also, you got to analyze what you're doing wrong. Is it misreads? Is it misspeed? I think it was all the above for me. I wasn't really hitting my lines, wasn't getting the speed right, and I wasn't reading them well. So just go to work on all three of those.
Yesterday you said that you played better than you even did in the second round. But
Tee to green.
How about today?
Today wasn't as good tee to green. The pins were tucked in some spots, and I didn't give myself the right angles on some of them. And, honestly, today the greens were firmer, so the first 3 days I was just trying to hammer it up there as close as I could because the ball was sticking, and I didn't care if I was in the rough. And today some of those, shorter approach shots were a little more difficult because that first bounce was harder to control out of the rough. Especially in the morning, you get some water on the grass, and the ball just kind of squirts out of there instead of getting some friction on there.
What's the schedule moving forward?
My wife and I are leaving tonight. We're going to John Deere, and then after John Deere, I think it's Barbasol, then 3M in Minnesota, and then we get to go home for a week.
Looking forward to kind of facing that challenge down the stretch here?
I am. I sound like a broken record this week, but really golf for me is all about hitting good shots and then making the putts. And I did I'm getting a lot closer to doing that for the first time in a long time. It's been a long few months for me on the golf course, and I feel like I'm doing more right than wrong right now, which is good.
Who was anybody special family-wise out here this week?
Yeah, a lot of people. Obviously my wife was here this week, and my dad and my sister and some other close family on my mom's side and my dad's side. So I had some aunts and uncles, some cousins, some friends that I've known forever that came down, made the trip, just wanted to see me play. And, and then, the people of Detroit are super embracive. I think they found out that I was from the state of Michigan, from Mount Pleasant, and started cheering me on. There were a lot of go greens out there in the crowd.
What's your dad and sister's name?
Mike and Hannah. Yeah. Yep.
Casey give you any tips out there?
Yeah, I give Casey some credit too. He was here this week, and we really he gave me a lot of his time, and I'm super appreciative of that. I think we did some good work, and you don't know what the results are going to be. All you can do is try and refine the process, and hopefully the results will come. And I don't know when they're going to come, but I know we're going more towards getting better results right now, which I'm happy about. Yeah, I would say so. We work well together, and we're really good friends, and I like to bounce ideas off of him, and he thinks I'm crazy, and he bounces ideas off of me, and I think he's crazy, and I think we meet somewhere in the middle. And this week, we definitely figured a few things out tee to green. I mean, I think I gained a lot of strokes and strokes gained tee to green. So we can build on that.
Your connection with him, how did you guys, did you overlap in swings or how?
No, we've just been really good friends for a long time. He was my assistant coach when I was playing there. And then I turned pro and came back and assisted Sam for a year, and then Casey came back as the head coach, so I worked for Casey for a year. And then I turned pro again. And, you know, I don't know. He's just been a really good friend to both me and Chels.
Do you think this big or did you take years?
You know, he gets paid as being out here and being a part of this because he's an integral part of the team.
And the friends and family, did you get the ticket request or did that own?
I can't thank Chelsea enough. She takes care of all that for me. I mean, that'll add a few gray hairs to you right there. So.
Speaking of the craziness, like this week, kind of track of Nichols and stuff, and all the here.
A little bit. We stayed with Joel Damon and Mark Hubbard and their families, and we were talking about it just at the house a little bit. And I know, the Rocket Mortgage people, Dan and Mark Hollis and Jay Farner, they're very supportive. I think all of us as players and Michiganders, we'd love to see Phil back. And, you know, I think it was unfortunate what happened, the way it happened, but maybe some good will come of it. I mean, I think there are more ticket sales this week or today to try and get some support to bring Phil back, and I think Phil handled it brilliantly like he does. I mean, he's a great ambassador for the game. And I know the people of Detroit love him. Yeah, I mean, I only played a couple groups behind Phil the first 2 days, and it was remarkable to hear you knew what they were doing the whole time. And it was kind of fun to be a part of that sea of people. Yeah. Well, it's good for golf. I mean, he's good for golf. He moves the needle. So, and Detroit people, Detroit sports loves.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.
Good luck down the stretch.